Isn't it fascinating how some people, they walk into a room and everyone turns, not just because of how they look, but because of something else, something more, like a resonance, a rhythm, a signal from the unconscious that says, this one knows who they are. Now imagine installing that signal deep within, so it radiates from every cell, every breath, every step, because the truth is, confidence is not thought, it's remembered. Like how a seed doesn't have to become a tree, it just allows itself to grow. Now consider this, the difference between those who are attractive and don't know it, and those who do know it, isn't in their face or body. It's in the belief that they carry like an invisible mirror. One looks in the mirror and sees potential, the other sees proof. One waits for validation, the other is the source of it. Now let your mind try on a few possibilities. It's like trying on a jacket that already fits perfectly. What if you started from the idea that I'm valuable for who I am, not just how I look? What if this wasn't a belief you needed to believe, but a truth you already lived? Just imagine what would happen when that belief clicks into place, like a puzzle piece finding home. And once it's in, everything else lines up, because now the self-perception shifts, and the world, like a mirror, can only reflect what you project. You start walking differently. You breathe in confidence. You speak with authenticity and certainty. Now think of two people. One waits for compliments. The other knows they're already radiating. One hopes to be seen. The other makes you feel seen. Isn't that a powerful shift? You're now becoming the kind of person who, when you walk into a room, people don't think, wow, they're attractive. They feel something magnetic and say, I want to know them. Because attractiveness isn't what's seen, it's what's felt. What's felt comes from what's believed. What's believed becomes who you are. Let's take that deeper. You already know this feeling, that spark, when you're fully present, that flow, where you're unapologetically you, that quiet knowing that says, I've got this. That's not an act, that's the real you, before all of the old programming, before the need to prove anything to anyone. And just like muscle memory, these beliefs, they can be trained until they become reflex. You begin to naturally stand tall, speak with precision, smile with intention, listen with empathy, feel emotions without drowning in them. And in doing so, you embody something greater than attractiveness. You embody certainty, because the strongest frame always wins. And your frame is now built on, I'm enough. Every interaction is a mirror. I attract energy that matches my truth. I'm always growing, evolving, expanding. And imagine for a moment, if you kept this up daily, how would people look at you? How would you look at them? Wouldn't your life start reorganizing itself? And maybe people start saying, you've changed. But you'll know, you simply remembered who you were and upgraded the system you operate from, because systems run automatically. And this new system runs on self-approval, certainty, curiosity, presence, passion, play, power. Not effort, but alignment. Not chasing, but attracting. Now notice how naturally these new beliefs begin to lock into place. The reality is malleable, and every interaction is an opportunity to give value. The people follow certainty more than beauty, and you radiate both. That charisma is nothing more than being deeply present and genuinely alive. You're now stepping into that role of the magnetic one, the authentic one, the mysterious one, the grounded one. The one who laughs easily, connects deeply, speaks with rhythm, and lives with purpose. And this doesn't need to be learned, only remembered. Because deep down, you've always been doing this. And every moment you align with it, it grows stronger, deeper, more natural. Until one day, not far from now, someone asks you, what changed? And you'll smile, because you'll remember this moment, when everything quietly clicked into place. So now ask yourself, when you believe, I don't need permission to succeed. Authenticity is attractive. My energy influences everything. Gratitude creates abundance. Presence is power. How does the world respond? How much easier does life become when you're no longer trying to be attractive? Because you've become irresistibly aligned. This isn't about faking anything. This is about shedding what was never yours and revealing what always was. So go ahead. Live the belief. Act the identity. Move as the one who already is. And as you do, the old programs, the doubts, the outdated frames fade. And in their place emerges a new operating system, fluent in charisma, grounded in self-worth, driven by purpose, fueled by joy, balanced by presence, and destined to lead. Because now everything in you knows the truth. I am the one.